Hi, I'm Pete Tong, and I'd like to welcome you to Point Blank. If you want to learn from professional producers, Grammy award-winning songwriters, remixers and DJs, then this is the place to do it.
The student experience here at Point Blank is absolutely amazing. Not only have you got access to all the latest hardware and software and all the resources that we have on campus, but just generally you meet people from all over the world and have all these different cultural influences which can have an amazing impact on the art and music that you develop.
Some students coming with the ambitions to better their skill sets as pop producers, techno, or some even in a more traditional like rock or drum and bass, trance, hardstyle, you name it.
Yeah, the thing about London is you get your pick. If you're into any genre, like there's always going to be something for you, so you can always like find your niche. Also, you find a lot of like interesting characters, as you'd imagine in London. Like there's some fascinating people you can meet in these spots.
Some of the people we met here, they're just mad talented, you know. Worked with a brilliant girl she's like Brazilian, Lua, she had an amazing voice. A keyboard player, Romeo from France, you know what I mean? You're just meeting all these talented people from across the world.
We're in an incredibly privileged position to have these really close partnerships with people like Roland, Universal Audio, Waves, Ableton. Also, these hardware or software items are the industry standards. These are the things that students are going to be using once they graduate in studios.
If you look at all the teaching staff, all the people that work here, there are people with a portfolio that are active industry players that have actually achieved great things in the music industry. So what they're sharing and what they're teaching has actually been applied. And so they're imparting that knowledge with you for your success.
It was a very hands-on approach. It was not so much like a teacher-student relationship. It was more of like, these guys are here to help. It makes you feel very comfortable, very home, that sense of everyone's there to push themselves to the limit.
We've had graduates go on to do amazing things in the music industry, from winning awards, headlining festivals, and gathering billions of streams globally.
You can teach an old dog new tricks, apparently.
We've worked with some major players within the music industry, from the likes of RUDIMENTAL, who have had #1s not just in the UK but globally, Dennis Salter, Defected Records, and we're constantly bringing big industry players here to talk directly with the students and share their experience with you guys.
They brought in Kwame, so he was unbelievable for us, and he will tell people how it is. He'll say, right, you're doing this right, you're not doing this right, just straight up, and that's what people need, because otherwise
you're in cuckoo land.
Yeah, and he'll just like talk sense to you. He's been through it all before.
Take my advice.
So he mentored us. That was all part of our last year at Point Blank, and then from that came the opportunities with the record label.
We don't just teach you how to make professional quality music, but we also have our in-house label here, Point Blank Recordings, where we identify some of our brightest emerging talent and utilize this platform as a way of really propelling their music and getting it out there to a wider audience.
We went and had a meeting with Kwame one day, and we said, we got this track. He had listened to it and he was like, right, I've got an idea of what I can do with this.
And then all of a sudden he's on FaceTime to Ultranate telling her about us and how we need to work together.
We released on more underground labels. To go to this scale, it really puts everything into perspective.
I always tell this to my friends, like coming to London, studying music and choosing Point Blank. This is the best decision, and I think I've made a perfect choice.
If you're serious about your music, Point Blank is where you want to be.